In this lesson, we'll learn how to split a section. Section lines can be tricky on drawings. One problem is sometimes we don't want the section to go in a straight line. We might need a jog to a section at a certain point into a different area. The objective of this lesson is to split a section and jog half of it into a wall. Open the file you've been working on, or open the file called Chapter 4 and follow along. The first thing I'd like to do is zoom into this area, making sure we're on level 1 in the floor plans. Let's add a building section. So if we click the section button, let's make sure in the properties we're clicked down and that we're using a building section. What I'd like to do is pick a point right about here and scroll down to about here and pick a second point and hit escape. Go ahead and select your section. In the properties, let's change the name. Let's call it East Corridor Section. So under View Name, type in East Corridor Section. Hit Enter and then hit Apply. Focus your attention now to the Modify Views tab. We have a Section panel and we have a Crop panel. I'm interested in the Split Segment button on the Section panel. Go ahead and click on Split Segment. It turns your crosshairs into a little X-Acto knife. What I'm going to do is select this line right about here. Notice that I can move this section in or out. If I go above this slice, I can move the top in or out. What I want to do for this lesson is come down here and move the bottom in till we're cutting through that wall and into those rooms. Once you see that that's occurred, go ahead and pick that point. We could keep zigzagging this in and out, but for this example, we won't do that. Hit Escape a couple times. Let's double-click the section and open it. Notice now that we're looking at the brick face of the wall, and this side over here is jogged into the wall. It's kind of a funky section, but there are cases where you'll need it. On the View Control toolbar, let's set the detail level to Fine. Under Floor Plans, let's go back down to level 1. Type ZA and hit the Save button. This short lesson is useful sometimes, but good to know nonetheless. Keep this ability in mind, however, for those tricky areas you might be struggling to show.